everybody, time for another 3-minute office meeting. A lot of exciting things happening in the company. Central is finally fully coming together. Agents are starting to join there. Very excited about the progress we're making on that side of the world. The new Summerlin 2 office is finally finished. Agents starting to move into that facility. So it's really an exciting time for our company. The growth has just been unbelievable. And what I'm so proud about is we're still not just hiring any old agent like all the other 100% companies do. We're actually being very selective still, but great agents continue to just flock to the company. So we're super excited about that. Speaking of which, within our company, there's a lot of really big, great teams. And we want to make sure that we have an accurate record of who works with who and who's conglomerated and who's working together. So if you have a team, make sure that your front desk person has an accurate count and an accurate description of who's on your team. If somebody graduates, goes out on their own, make sure we have that information as well, just so we can be kept up to date about who is working with who. The next thing I want to talk about is call etiquette. We all love, I'm never going to say don't prospect or don't prospect hard, but you have to remember something. There's a very fine line between prospecting hard and being rude, and you should know if you're stepping over the line. For example, if you're calling an expired listing, keep in mind, one of our agents, we have a huge footprint now. There's a great chance that one of our agents could have actually already gotten that listing or gone on that listing appointment. So by you being rude, you're actually going to damage that person's credibility and hurt the company. And as you all well know, the one thing that Gavin and I are more concerned about anything else is the reputation and image of our company in the marketplace. So be careful with what you're doing when you're prospecting, especially expires, withdrawals, those sorts of things. Don't do anything that makes you look like a jerk and conversely makes the company look bad. The next thing I want to talk about is quality marketing pieces. If you don't know where to get this stuff, it's amazingly how cheap you can get great brochures done. If you don't know who to call, where to get this stuff, call me and I'll fill you in. If you walk into a listing presentation, you have quality flyers, quality presentation stuff, the Matterport 3D tour examples, these types of things are getting our agents listings. I love Tom Swallow put a thing on Facebook yesterday that said, great marketing, great pieces of 3D tour, everything, multiple offers, in contract, 8 days. That's a story he can tell at his next listing appointment that's going to win him a listing over somebody that doesn't necessarily have this stuff. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It's easy to get. If you don't know where, just ask. We'll put you in the right direction. The last thing I want to talk about, the Zillow Truilia merger went through yesterday. Realtor.com tried to block it, but all that means is you've got now a channel that generates about 74% of all the eyeballs in real estate, but only has about 5% of the ad revenue. That number is going to shift. It's just the nature of the beast. It's going to have to. Those portals are here to stay. We can complain about them all we want, but they're here. But here's what you need to be doing right now because of everything happening, both with Realtor.com and with Zillow. First and foremost, if you haven't updated your profile, if it's not accurate, if you don't have a photo, a bio, you don't have something to sell, you need to do it. There's a lot of eyeballs in those portals, and if they should happen to come across you because of one of your listings, you need to put out a good image to yourself. It is very important. Take the time to go do that and make sure that when people search you on the internet, they're finding the right things. And that brings me to my last point, which is this. We are in the day and age of Yelp. People will go and look for a review. Case in point, I don't know if you guys heard, but I actually blew my knee out at Mardi Gras last week. Yeah, great me, I know. It wasn't my fault, but it got completely blown out. And the orthopedic that I was supposed to go see, I got on Yelp and I started reading reviews of this place where they worked. And they were dreadful to the point where I wanted to change my insurance and go somewhere else. But then my wife said something very profound. She said, nobody ever writes anything good on Yelp unless it's a restaurant. If it's a service, it's only going to be bad. And keep in mind, I was ready to change my insurance and go to somewhere completely else because of these reviews. If you have a deal with a client and it's a matter of something you said you would do or something that went south, and it's a matter of coughing up $100, $200, a small amount of money to make them right, understand that that person can ruin you with one bad review on Yelp. Because if you don't think before people hire you, they're searching your name on these different sites looking for reviews, you're crazy. So understand that your business is 100% controlled by your digital image, which is 100% controlled by your clients. So don't get in a pissing match that can end up costing you business tomorrow. Just settle it in a way that's amicable for everybody today. All right? Hope that was helpful. You guys have a great week, and let's go sell some real estate.